How you doing today, guys? Have some gorgeous knives to show off. This is not everything I'm working on. This is just what I have completed right now. I got to get these in the mail soon, so figure we can go ahead and make the video and I'll show the rest later. I know, right? 2 videos in 1 week. We'll see. Let's check this out. Blue double nuke. You can see the heavy stonewash underneath that gorgeous blue anno. Brought you outside. I think the colors show a little bit better, even though we're kind of in some overcast, shady area here. I think you get the idea a little bit better than my indoor videos. Also carbonized it. Did the gorgeous acid wash and put that edge on there. Yeah, I like the outside lighting so much better. Let me know what you think. I love these little knives. And just because I have one right by me here. Strider SNG. Check out those blade thicknesses. I think the Techno might be a little bit thicker. I don't know. I've never mic'd them to find out, but very stout little knives. Very pocketable, especially with this wire clip. I've really been loving this wire clip lately. And you might ask why? Because in another video I'm going to talk about this one. This is the that's the problem doing videos outside, but we're just gonna roll with it. Got the leaf sucker up truck, whatever they're called, the leaf picker upper, driving through town. This is the S110V Mannix, lightweight. Review to come on that later. I love it though. All right, blue Techno. Let's get into the Sebenza 21 nuke. Nothing real new for you guys, but I want to show the owner. This is an international order. He had the edge laid back quite a bit, so I just tried to match that. Gorgeous. Had some comments on my stonewashing, how it just looks a little different than most. I've done a lot of stonewashing by now. And I babysit the knife all the way from when it goes into the acid to when it's stonewashing. So it's not something that I just leave in there, you know, leave it for 10-15 minutes and come back and then throw it in the stonewasher, leave it for another 10-15 minutes. No, not at all. Babysit it, check up on it. If you guys are acid washing at home, maybe I should do a video on that. There's a lot of little tips and tricks. I might make a good video. Check out this. This is to the same owner here, international order here. So this is a nuked Sage 2. Again, sporting Spyderco's wire clip, blasted standoffs there. That's what you get with the nuking. I'm looking through the camera here. That's just a character scratch just from the stonewashing. I embrace them. I love it. I love adding character to knives. I love doing the nuking. I love to have my knives nuked. I want to do a video soon. So many videos on my mind. Rounded the spine here. Do a video soon of all my personal knives. I've realized that almost all of the knives that I actually own and carry have all been modified in some sort of way. So, yep. Who would have thought? Again, same owner here, had the edge laid back, so I just kind of matched it. This thing, I did not cut with it, but I can't imagine how well it will slice. I didn't really say that right. I can't imagine that it wouldn't slice well. There you go. A little bit early in the day. Anyways, beautiful rounded spine. Love these Sage 2s. I'm actually working on one for myself if I can ever get the time to wrap it up. It's going to be CC'd and carved in the center here. Make a great little carry knife. Now here comes the garbage trucks. Hey, hey. We're not going to edit. We're just going to keep on going. This is my personal hijinks, which I think I'm going to list for sale. I just don't carry it enough. So I went ahead and refurbed it. I only carried it like 2 or 3 times before, but figure if I'm going to sell it, it shouldn't have any kind of cutting marks. Not that it was beat up at all. Just did a quick refurb on it, and also rounded out this little area right here because it was just a tad sharp. These ship with a pretty strong lock bar, and usually most of them are sticky from CRKT. The Lion Steel produces these for them, but anyways, they're a little bit sticky because of this strong lock bar, which gives you a stronger detent, which makes the flipping action great. So I'm not complaining, but that was just a tad sharp, so I did round that off. It works all nice and clean, just so that when your thumb pushes this over, it's not a sharp edge on there. Also, if you guys remember, I don't know if you saw the other video, obviously rounded off this flipper tab just a touch so you can flip this thing and unlock it to your heart's content without any kind of hot spots. So this time I went a little bit more bronze on the flats here. I don't know if this lighting's really showing it off. It's definitely showing it off better than inside video. And then I went ahead and resatined the clip and put a new bronze heat anno on that and all the hardware as well. So totally refurb knife. I'll do a sale video on that. I guess if you really want, you can send me an email at JohnsonKnives and put an offer in yet. Put an offer in. I hadn't really figured out a price that I want for it. It's not going to be ridiculous, but it's certainly not cheap either. If you didn't know, this got Knife of the Year this year at Blade Show. Gorgeous CRKT Ken Onion design. Got some stropping compound on my edge there, but you can see the edge. Everything's nice and sharp. Gorgeous knife. That is a free-handed edge. I've sharpened a ton of knives. I went back, I don't know why or what compelled me to, but I went back and looked at some of my razor, my straight shaving videos. Had some people talking, you know, about sharpening this and that. Like, oh, it wasn't practical that I was stropping my razor blade, that I'd have to have it honed, and this and that. I just thought it was funny because obviously they've never checked out my channel. Not bragging, just saying. I've sharpened a few blades. Funny stuff. Anyways. Then this is my personal Grayman Dua. I had this idea a while back when I was anodizing some Atwood tools. I still got to show that video off. I did a bunch of pattern work on one of my friends' Atwood collection, and was playing with masking and all that stuff to create ano patterns in the small pocket tools. And I thought, hey, that would make a pretty killer blade finish. Not quite Damascus looking, but something certainly unique. And went ahead and did it, and it worked out. This is not an acid wash. This is just using 2 different blasting medias. You guys probably remember the Dua. Hey, kitty. She wants to see what all the commotion's about up here. Went ahead and kicked this tail back a little bit. I like that on the Duas. It gives you a nice clean area to finish your sharpening. Most Duas come with this little recurved area here that kicks out. It's not bad, it's just not ideal for resharpening. And then went ahead and gave it a purplish bronze double nuke. So you can see the bronze hints in there. But overall it's got like this purple tone. Here it is, you can see it next to like bronze. So that's a little bit deeper, a little richer, almost purple. If I was to hit this with Windex and wipe it off and clean it up really well, it would be real deep, like a royal purple. But again, like I've talked about in almost all my videos that feature anodizing work, I really like to show you guys the work after it's been handled, after it's been oiled up. You see some people showing off their ano with gloves and stuff like that. That means that that knife is not going to stay that color permanently when you're carrying it, unless you baby it with Windex and wipe it off all the time. So anyways, there you go. You can kind of see where I haven't touched it right there. And again, over time, as I carry and use this knife a little more, that will all darken up in there. Or I could just put some mineral oil on a Q-tip, wipe it around there, wipe it off, and it would all be the same. I kind of like it. I know, a little bit strange, but originally I had tried this with this pattern all the way into the ano, and then did like the ano two-tones, and I didn't like it as much. In my opinion, contrast is really good, and just because you can do something doesn't always mean you should. So yeah, I could have had this spiderweb pattern throughout the whole knife, but when I had it like that, it looked too much of the same, and it didn't give that contrast that I like. So I went ahead and thought the double nuke would kind of pop off what I did to the blade a little bit better, and I think it all looks a little more interesting. It just pulls your eye. Like first you might look here, and then you pull down into here, and then your eye kind of backs up. I don't know. I'd like to do a video on that too. So many videos just on my thoughts and how the eye works, and when you view art, when you view something attractive, you know, how you can detract the eye and almost cause some misdirection. Just all design features. And just for instance, if you look at the normal Grayman Do It, not customized, usually you see this arc right here, which is great in the hand. It kind of traps your thumb in here. It's very subtle, but if you look straight down this knife, do you see how it comes out for the palm swell, comes in here, and then drops back down for the drop point? You know, so it's a great design, but your eye originally, I know a lot of people think, well, they're not that attractive, you know, but with some customizing work, it actually just, your eye doesn't even see it, or at least I think so. My eye doesn't see it. It doesn't pop out. If anything, it adds to the overall flow, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, but I think you guys can see what I'm saying here as I'm showing you the knife. All blasted hardware. And I went ahead, and when I purchased this Manix from Blade HQ, gotta do a video on that. I went ahead and picked up some more lanyard beads. So I'm saying I got a video coming on that. I want to show you guys, again, a more clear video on how I tie these up. It's the lanyard knot. There's probably a better technical name for it, but here's a Grindworks Damascus bead. And again, I think it all flows in and makes sense on this knife. I specifically had this knife in mind when I ordered this bead. Why? Because you got the gray silver two-tone on the blade here, coming on down to the stone washed and the stone washed hardware, right? But that pops because it's like a matte gray stone wash, and then it pulls all down into this gray paracord, which kind of fits the overall tone of the knife. And then just as a little extra slice, little cherry on top, the Damascus bead has the same two-tone color, you know, color theme as the blade does. So I think it all works very well together. I really dig this bead. It was only like 10 bucks. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I'm gonna put in another order probably today for some more beads. So that's it. 15-minute video. Didn't mean to hold you that long, but I don't try to rush either, so whatever. You got a fast forward button. There you go, guys. Let me know what you think. Plenty more videos on the way. I should do an update video real soon. I just hadn't been feeling real well. My back is still bad, like really bad. It feels like I got hit with a sledgehammer every morning I wake up, and then it just kind of loosens up throughout the day, and you go to bed and it starts all over again. Yeah, the joy of slip discs and disc problems. That's it, guys. Have a great day. We'll catch you on the next video. Believe me, I've got a ton of content. It's just finding the time to do it. I do appreciate you hanging out. See ya.